Let's read some Glitch in the Matrix stories, part 142. Clown man. No, immediately no. This is more of a ghost story than a glitch in the Matrix, but we still can't explain it. My mom and dad moved to an apartment when my mom was pregnant with me, and during that time, they encountered a ghost called Clown Man. They never really saw him as a threat. He just used to peek from around the corners of doorways or over the top of counters and then disappear. I'm sorry, you're not seeing a fucking clown ghost peeking around your house as a threat? All clowns are a threat, spirit form or not. My aunt came to live with them for a bit as well, and she also saw the Clown Man. He just sort of appeared frequently. He looked like your typical clown, except he had a big, long nose and wore multicolored clothing. Imagine a patchwork jumpsuit. Oh my god, I have really bad chills. My uncle and grandma also recall seeing him when they visited. Literally, I have full body chills. That is not okay. That is not okay. Before I was born, my parents moved cities, leaving the apartment behind. They never mentioned Clown Man to me, ever. I didn't even hear the story until my late teen years, but the end of the story really stuck with me, and I don't know how to explain what happened next. Oh my god. I came home from school one day, probably around 8 years old, and showed my mom a picture that I had drawn at school. Around this time, we were living in a completely different city and house to the first apartment that I mentioned. I don't remember drawing it because it was just a passing moment to me at the time, but everyone in my extended family knows about this. It's crazy. We still have the drawing in one of my old art folders. The drawing was of Clown Man. No, he followed you. Drawn perfectly accurately for an 8-year-old's art ability. His patchwork clothing and big nose and lanky figure. Everyone was super spooked, and as I said, was only told the story in my late teens and was still in the womb when we lived in the house with him. My parents hadn't seen him since before I was born. After they moved out of the apartment, there was no way for me to ever have seen him or heard about him, so it's either a crazy coincidence or I could somehow see him from the womb. I don't like this one at all. I don't know if you saw him from the womb. I've never heard of that. But maybe he followed you to the other house, but he only showed him, but then why would he only show himself to you? I don't know why, but thinking about this clown, first of all, clowns are fucking terrifying. And to think about a clown with a long nose, like a lanky clown with a long nose. I need to go hug my cats. Okay.